Hey guys, it's Reese. Welcome back. So yeah, quick live. Not going to be on here too long, but just thought I'd, be on here for a little while, not super crazy long, and talk about cars, sports, things like that. Just as long as the chat is appropriate, safe for everyone. Speaking of cars, got this one today. The SL63 AMG from the new Pink Series slip. My local Targets and Walmart stores haven't had this series. Well, Target may have, but local Walmart stores that I've been to lately don't have them yet. There was, I think, 3 or 4 6 of the set at that Target store, and someone actually had taken this very car that I'm showing in my live stream, took it out of the packaging. Now, again, it may or may not still be at said Target store, and replaced it with a Hot Wheels Ultra Hots car, which is cheaper than this thing. So yeah, but anyways, I will be opening it. I will also be opening these two, the Mazda AutoZam AZ1 and the Jeep Avenger. Now, someone might think this is similar to the Renegade. It's not. It's actually fully electric, because on the back of it, it says E, meaning that it's fully electric or like an electric hybrid thing. So yeah, I think it's supposed to be fully electric Jeep. And also, it's a name I've never heard from Jeep before, actually. Jeep Avenger, I've never heard of that one before, to be honest. So yeah, that's kind of a first. These are the two I won't be opening, though, because they're race winner from the Winner Circles NASCAR diecast cars. And also, they only led the race. One of them did by 1 lap, and the other one by 22 laps. However, their margin of victory was very slim. Their margin of victory was less than 200 milliseconds. Yes, you heard that right. Less than 200 milliseconds. That's insanely close. And the truck actually led the race more than this Xfinity Series one did. So the Truck Series one I have led the race more laps than the Xfinity Series one did. That's shocking. Both of these are Toyota vehicles, by the way, for the NASCAR diecast cars I'm showing. There's a Supra and a Tundra. You may not recognize the Tundra, but maybe if I show it a bit closer, you will. And also on the back, it tells you all the other drivers. It doesn't tell you the cars, though, but it's either Ford, Chevy, or Toyota. I know that. Well, showing those out of the way, let's get into opening the cars that will be opened. This box packaging is a little bit different than the last time ones are. It feels a bit heavier for some weird reason. Not sure why, but it does. And also, this see this black piece right here? It actually pops off the car and pops back on as well. Man, that's a nice car. I think the engine's, yeah, you can see the engine right there, I believe. There's the engine under the hood. And yes, this does come off, by the way, too. I'm not sure how far it goes off, but I know it goes off. Next up is the Mazda AutoZam AZ1 from Matchbox in a nice blue color. I haven't found this car until actually today at any store, Walmart, Target, or King Soopers. Here it is, fully open. Looks really cool. For those of you who don't know facts about this car, this is a K car, a lightweight K car, and they are compact light sports light cars from Japan. And most of these cars make probably about 75 to maybe a bit over 100 horsepower, and that's about it. So yeah, these cars are not very fast top speed-wise, but they are pretty light. I'm not sure how good at handling for corners or how good they are at braking, but because they're not super fast, they'd probably, if you were to do a race with them, they would brake a lot slower and not go off track so much. That's if you don't add much power to them. Also, this Target store did have a Red Edition Matchbox car, but it's not one I don't have already. It was the Mercedes-Benz, and there was like 5 of them there. The last time I went to a Target store, there was 3 or 4 of them, I think, maybe 4 or 6. Here's the Jeep Avenger, fully opened. I've never heard of this model from this car company before, so yeah, it's new to me. Also, guys, if you're watching this, just letting you know that in a few weeks from now, I will be having a giveaway come January. Possibly 2, but I'm not sure though. It just really depends on, a few things, and yeah. Well, let's see. I don't want to end the live stream just yet because I've only been live for about 6 minutes so far. I want to go a little bit longer than that, so I'll show some other stuff. This whole side is nothing but Ferrari diecast cars, by the way. There's Hot Wheels Matchbox, Lesning, and I think Maisto or Brago in there as well. One of those two. And speaking of Ferraris, I have it upstairs, but we've all seen it before a few times. I have a giant 1/18 scale FXXK Evo in a really nice dark blue color, but it's super shiny though. And man, that thing looks super awesome. But yeah, there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a total of 8 cars in this series in total. And also, that Target store I went to had the look for the Jimmy Johnson 2023 Wave 5 chase. I didn't even see a Jimmy Johnson car there at all. So someone must have bought 2 chases, or they bought 2 mains thinking they were chases. I honestly don't know. Or they could have hid it because, sometimes people like to, unfortunately, hide stuff under the shelves at Target stores for diecast cars or other certain toys. But to be honest, it's like, I'm not going to be one of those people. I will never do anything like that. That's silly. If I find what I'm looking for, I'll find it on the pegs. That's pretty much how I find most of my stuff. The odd thing is that with certain Target stores, you'll see like these cart thingies just outside of the aisles, and that's actually where I found the Mercedes and 3 or 4 other cars from that Pink Slip series. So yeah, it looks like they were about to maybe put them out or something, but the odd thing is, it's like when I was at that Target store, didn't see any person there putting them out in the aisle, which is weird because the aisle had 1 or 2 Pink Slips cars, and that was it. Possibly more, but if they did, they were more of the older series, not the newer one. And also, they're now down to 6 cars for the Pink Slip series. Just thought I'd let you know that, which means after this wave is done, we won't know what the next 6 cars will be until there's a video for it. Speaking of cars, diecast in real life, there's a cool Majorette car coming out next year, and it's the Majorette Porsche Vision Gran Turismo car in blue. I think it's a light blue or like a sort of dark blue, and that thing looks super cool. If that doesn't come to a Walmart or Target stores in the US, I'm probably going to have to get one online, unfortunately, but it looks too cool to pass up. I think it's a hybrid V8 engine, actually, which is really cool. And yes, that thing is pretty light, and it's definitely going to hit 200-something miles per hour, and it's 4-wheel drive, by the way. It's either a V8 hybrid or like fully electric for that one, but either way, it's still really cool. I'm glad there's someone here now. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore anyone that's here. It's just that I'm not sure how much longer I'll be going live for, as in continuing this live for. Let's see here. What do I want to show? Oh yeah, you may not know this, but this one is actually a Muscle Machines Ferrari. I did not have to buy this from like a special store. I actually found this at Walmart or Target a few months ago this year. It's the F40 from Muscle Machines. Now, if they had this one as a chase, everyone would be buying that one up like crazy because a Ferrari chase from Muscle Machines, not going to last long at all. I already know that. The only reason I confirm it is because, well, Ferrari chase cars of any sort wouldn't last long at all. Speaking of, well, not lasting long ones, but cool Ferraris, this is a Ferrari hatchback or wagon estate-like thing. It's a V12 engine, and I believe this one has like 600 plus horsepower. It's 4-wheel drive, and it can go 200-something miles per hour. It's called the Ferrari FF, by the way. This was technically their first attempt at an SUV, but didn't go as planned. So yeah. Now this one, you won't see it anymore. This is a Walmart exclusive Ferrari. It's the Ferrari F12 Berlinetta Zamac edition. Zamac are Walmart exclusive cars, and because Hot Wheels doesn't make Ferrari anymore, the chances of anyone finding this exact version are very slim. I'm not saying impossible, just very slim, due to quite a few different factors. Let's see what to show. Showed that one in someone else's live. Oh yeah, this one right here, the 288 GTO, was actually Ferrari's first ever V8 supercar. This one right here is Ferrari's first ever V8 supercar, the 288 GTO. V8 engine, and I believe this one made like in the range of 300 to 400 something horsepower. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, your first V8 supercar from a company like that, it's gonna look nice. And I will say this, in Forza Horizon 5, this car that I showed is not cheap at all whatsoever. Most Ferrari cars aren't. They actually have a Ferrari in that game that is a barn find that's supposed to be like 50 or 100 million credits in Forza Horizon 5. Because it's a barn find car, you can't sell it. You can't sell it or auction it off in the game. I should know because I've tried to do something with it and then realized I don't think I want to sell that thing anymore. Now come to think of it. Sure, I'd have enough credits for other cars in Forza, but it's like, it's a really old one. Here's a Ferrari Speed Machines car, the 599XX. I don't know if Hot Wheels ever made the 599 XXE for Evo, because if they did, that would be way faster and have a lot more aero parts on it, and it would make more horsepower. I believe that one makes like 730 or 800 horsepower from the V12 engine. I actually have that car in Forza Horizon 5, and that thing is super cool. But yeah, just thought I'd mention that we are getting eventually closer and closer towards the start of when I will be doing my January giveaway, or giveaways possibly. And actually, I will definitely be able to do the giveaway the first or second week of January, probably the first week. So yeah, be on the lookout for a video coming up in, let's see, 8 days from now. It's actually the last day of this month, so probably about 9 or 10 days from now, be on the lookout for a giveaway update information video. There may or may not be diecast cars added into this giveaway, because it's my first sports or trading cards giveaway thing. Now, they're not crazy expensive ones, so I just thought I'd let everyone know to be aware of that. And the other thing is, unfortunately, I don't like saying this, it's USA only subscribers. I'm sorry about that. But shipping internationally is just too much, and I mean, even for something like this, it would be cheaper, but it's like, I just don't think I have any subscribers outside of the US that are like, trading card people, really. I have like 1 or 2 subscribers, but they're more into the toy cars more than trading cards, because, certain sports out of the USA, may or may not be as popular in other countries. But, some people will still watch them. Yes, that's true. But, they just may not be as popular compared to others, because other countries have other popular sports. Well, I think that pretty much wraps up this live stream. I'll see you all next time in my next live stream, which will probably be Toy Car Baseball. I actually have something I want to say about that. Teams might still be rebuilding during like the actual season. Yes, you heard that right. The Toy Car Baseball teams might actually rebuild their teams during the like start or middle of the season, or like near the end of the season, which may or may not be a good idea. Also, another update is I've already played 2 Toy Car Baseball games. USA won their first game 16-0. They actually had a perfect game in that game. They allowed 0 hits at all. They actually had I think it was either them or the Japan versus Germany game, where like one of the players on one of those teams got a player out going to first base, and it was super intensely close, like by a half a millisecond or something, or like a tenth of a second close to being called a single, and it turns out it was actually an out. I actually had to review that just to be sure that it wasn't out because it was super close. That car was running to first base really quickly as soon as it hit the ball from the toy car baseball pitcher of Japan, or not USA. It was not the USA game. It was Japan. It had to be the Japan-Germany game because USA allowed no hits in that game whatsoever. And they did not have any close calls at all. Yeah, so it was, I believe, Japan's pitcher. It was Hot Wheels Nissan Liberty Walks from the Holler one, the new Team Transport one, that's hitting stores now pretty much everywhere, I believe. Target or Walmart, I think. And yeah, I can't believe that had happened. Speaking of other diecast car things, not related to toy car baseball or hockey, that is, there was a channel that I watched not too recently, Hunting Hot Wheels International, and he went to a Target store, found a shipper, and pulled 2 chase cars from it. He pulled the Race Day Porsche chase and the Rust Bucket Willie truck chase from the that like dragster set. I think it's called Dragster Demons. Yeah, I believe that's what it's called. And I went to this Target store out there, probably thinking I'm going to find the same thing. I mean, I wasn't saying that at first, but I'm just thinking in the back of my mind that somehow I'm probably going to find 2 chase things because he did too. Lo and behold, that did not happen. I'm not saying he's, giving people any kind of false information. You just got to keep being on the hunt for toy cars every single day because you don't know what you'll miss. Because if you miss a day or two of diecast car hunting, chase cars could be found like crazy at a store. You never know until you go look out there. So Chris from Hunting Hot Wheels International, hope you're watching this because I fully support your channel and you have a great collection, buddy. And yeah, you do a lot of fantastic giveaways on your channel too, by the way, Chris. Just thought I'd mention that. Let's see here. Hopefully someday I could actually meet that channel in person at a car shop, diecast car shop. He does actually go to the special store out in Parker, which I am going to in 4 days to meet up with another collector who's actually subscribed to my channel. So yeah, just thought I'd mention that I'm going to a special diecast car, toy car shop in a few days. Yep. Gonna meet with another subscriber to my channel there, which is really nice because I normally don't meet subscribers outside of my channel really, or interact with them outside of my channel really, or other channels that is actually. So it'll be my first time actually meeting a subscriber and collector who's subscribed to my channel and collects diecast cars like I do. So yeah, it'll be a cool interaction. But yeah, I don't know how often I will go to that store, but you never know when you'll run into fellow collectors because sometimes you'll run into them and you just don't know it. Now, you may run into collectors a lot more often than subscribers, but that doesn't mean you might some rainy day in the future run into one at a store and you just don't know it. Well, anyways, I'm gonna end the live stream on a happy, 2 happy notes. We're almost at a special holiday for everyone to be excited for. Christmas is the one I'm talking about, so everyone should be excited for that happening because it's only 2 days away, actually. Although if you're in East Coast channel subscriber, it's technically less than 24 hours till Christmas because it's already the next day there in East Coast areas. The other thing is collect what you like, collect what you love, collect what makes you happy or brings you happiness. And also just, try to be positive when you're out there collecting diecast cars because I was on someone else's channel and they were just sending this person like negative comments, and it's like we don't need any negative vibes or negative energy from anyone's channel. And I'm sorry, but it's like, sometimes people have mixed feelings about certain things, but it's like if you find 9 super treasures or 9 premium chases, part of you wants to buy them all because you're like, you'll never see that many ever again in your store. But the other part of you is like, the nice thing to do is leave, 3 or 5 of them behind for other collectors. And it's like, you just hope they don't end up in the wrong type of collector who's going to resell them for a crazy amount of money online. That's the kind of collectors you don't want those chases or super to run into. And I'm talking about supers or chases from all diecast car brands, not just Hot Wheels and Matchbox, every single brand that makes chases. However, the pink slips from Jada Majorette, they do not make chases in those, unfortunately. And also, after commenting on a post from Mustang Hunter Diecast, shout out to you, Jason, if you're watching this. I hope you are, because I'm going to mention something that I saw on one of your posts on your channel. Majorette does make chase cars, but they're not the gold wheel rim ones, actually. They had contacted Mustang Hunter Diecast, Jason, actually, and they told them that we do make chases. Majorette themselves, the actual diecast car company brand, said that. And but they're like shiny gold ones. They're like completely shiny gold exterior body, not the golden rail rims. So if you're watching this video, I'm sorry to disappoint you all, but thanks to Majorette and Jason from his channel, Mustang Hunter Diecast, for clearing the Majorette chase problem out of the way for all of our subscribers watching this live stream right now. Because some people will get confused thinking those are chases, and they actually are not, after Majorette confirmed that to him. So yeah. Also, if anyone from the Majorette Diecast car brand is watching this, thank you for clearing that up, because now us collectors will definitely be looking more carefully at what are and are not chases from your diecast car brand. I mean, to be honest, we don't know if I'll find any in stores, but hopefully we do at some point. I know diecast car collectors out in Europe, they have a huge amount of Majorette car selection, so they'll probably have a higher chance than we do in the US, because unfortunately not all of our stores get a big amount of Majorette cars like they do out in Europe. But you never know. Someday you'll just maybe find one at a store. You never know. Anyways, that's officially it for this video, or actually live stream. That's it for this live stream. Bye everyone. Thanks for watching. I hope all the positive words I've said about diecast card collecting, or sports trading card collecting, makes you a bit more happy, and hopefully you all find what you're looking for. That's another thing that I always like to say. Just hope you find whatever you're looking for. It doesn't matter if it's something like chases or not. Just be happy what you find, and that's really it. I always try to stay positive when I'm, on the hunt for diecast cars, because sometimes I never know when I'll run into a chase or not. Or even supers from Hot Wheels or Matchbox. Well, that's it. Those two channels, if you're watching this live stream, I just thought I'd, mention you and your support of my channel and other channels out there for starting to collect diecast cars, or helping other people on other channels know what to look for certain special diecast cars, or just any cool diecast cars in general, and what are chases and which ones aren't chases. That's it. Bye, and I'll see you all next time.